Monster Game Night is a dark comedy actual play podcast that contains personal and political horror. This show is not appropriate for children, and adults can find content warnings in our episode descriptions. Welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle, Bluegrass by Night, where our coterie goes on a bewildering road trip to destroy the wards protecting the fictional city of Jamestown. I am Nick, and I play Jason, the Banu Hakim.
This is Ben, playing Tomaso, the sprinting Hikeda.
This is Josh playing Clear Visions, the sacrificial Toreador.
I'm Russell playing Gordon, the unstable Asambra.
Hey, I'm Mike, your sublime storyteller. So what happened last time on Monster Game Night?
Nothing.
Jason got picked up by the Tremere.
The coterie snuck in a side entrance of the Kingsport Zoo.
Gordon used Tomaso's friends as bait as he went to blow up the generator.
And considering how effective my friends were, Tomaso decided to charge in and join them. It's time to kick some SI ass.
And I lost my bird.
Oh, pour one out for Teresa. As Tomaso charges in, shoulders back, empowering himself to throw himself into a brawl with 6 SI agents, we cut to Jason. Jason is sitting by himself in the back of a luxury limousine, upholstered with brilliantly white leather, stitched with bright red accents, soft chandelier-type lighting, and a screen on the far wall has just folded down from the window. There's a figure on video, human-shaped, but that's about all you can make out. We can see orange eyes gleaming through the darkness, and they are wrapped in shadow. As they speak, their voice is distorted and garbled, computerized, digital, obviously masking their voice print, so this can't be tied back to them.
Mr. Driston, thank you for accepting our invitation.
You're welcome. You have information?
Yes, we'd hope to ask you the same. Directly to business, then.
Please.
What is your business with the ward?
We need to take down the wards.
I would caution you against that course of action.
Why is that?
Well, what are you doing with them? Taking them down?
That's just it. Taking them down. We don't want them here, so we're going to take them down.
Oh, Mr. Driston, you saw at the very ropes to suspend us alive.
Sorry, what?
Mr. Driston, you saw at the very ropes that keep us above the chasm.
Okay.
I was told the Banu Hakim were students of blood sorcery, proud of their thaumaturgy. Where is Alan?
Alan could be on any number of business.
I am very aware of that.
So what is your interest with him?
When a Banu Hakim primogen disappears, all of us are concerned.
This is the first I'm hearing of the primogen disappearing.
We assumed you knew where he went.
Who the fuck is Alan?
He's his
My
sire.
I knew it. I was right.
Yeah. Where in the world is Alan?
San Diego.
And it makes everyone fucking nervous because,
he's on San Diego,
especially the Tremere, because Alan is terrifying and they're terrified of him.
Good. Well,
It concerns all of us when one of the Banu Hakim is missing. Every shadow grows deeper.
yes, I can certainly understand you being nervous about this. However, if he has disappeared, there's an important reason for that.
I should hope that that reason has nothing to do with me.
I highly doubt it. Unless you have a reason for his attention.
The figure clears its throat a little bit, raises its palm, and says,
That's neither here nor there.
Right. So I'll leave that business between you and him.
Your intentions with the ward, when you say destroy it, how? How do you destroy it?
What do you know about these wards?
Enough to know you shouldn't destroy them.
And why is that?
They're suspending... Oh, there is so much. I asked for this, and now I feel that I'm educating you. Is this a test?
I just wanted to make sure that we're on the same page.
Nice.
I know the answer, but why don't you tell me?
I need Jason to give me a roll because he's really bad at lying canonically.
Oh.
I believe that's
But
going
is
to
this
be
a lie?
charisma plus subterfuge.
I don't know if I'm intending to lie here.
You don't have to. You could just not. But this person will judge you very hard.
Who cares?
If I
They will throw shade at you from across the other side of the screen.
Oh, no. Because that hasn't been happening to me this entire podcast.
The shade.
The shade from the premiere of all people.
Oh,
I know. I'm so scared.
you should say that.
They're scary.
Some of them certainly can be.
They're about as scary as a mouse.
They're about as scary as the SI. No, I'm kidding.
My poor SI agents.
Just intimidate her into telling you what she knows.
Are you that intimidating, though?
No, but sure, let's go for that.
Aw. Jason's first intimidate.
You should gut
No, I
this.
failed intimidation.
I know.
I'm so glad Charlotte's the one that's going to pop that cherry.
Yeah.
I don't want to take this up with too many dice rolls. Jason would be somewhat aware that there's a reason the Tremere are keeping him at a distance that is not just to do with trying to hide their intentions. They really don't want to be in a room alone with him.
Wonder why.
We're talking about Jason. Wonderwall.
So that bottle that had that symbol on it.
Mm-hmm.
So just passively rolling this bottle in my hands, I'm like, all right, Charlotte, I understand as the leader of the house, you would have this information. So tell me, what is your relation with this ward?
I study it. I have inherited the study of it. You see, Oswin discovered it and made that his life's work, and it brought him great power and insight and knowledge.
Do you know at the cost of what this knowledge was?
His sanity, his humanity, his beckoning. It was the study of the ward that drove him to no longer be content here and to feel compelled to leave.
Right. And we don't need any more people going after this power that cannot be controlled.
Exactly. And destroying these wards will unleash thousands and thousands of specters, the ones that the Herald has captured and poisoned and drained their memories of. They'll come raging back, and wherever this ward is centered, be destroyed. It'll be like the Shadowlands itself.
More or less, these wards are more of a gateway, and we need to close this once and for all so that this power cannot be obtained by anyone.
That is not my understanding of them. They are not a gateway. They are a barrier. They are themselves the gate. They are the binding themselves. They are the fetter on their own.
Yes, and that's what makes them the door that needs to be closed. So it seems that we may want the same thing, but may not have the same idea as to how to go about this.
One doesn't close a door by destroying it. The wards keep Antonius alive. Antonius, the Herald, the Magar, the lost butterfly, the Kindred who fed upon a changeling. These were his work.
What's this bitch going on about?
His hunger for memories, he slakes it. With these wards, they feed him by capturing specters, and they strip the memories of those specters away so they never know peace. Destroying them will release those specters.
All right, I'm going to need more information here. What else would Jason know about this?
Give me a roll of intelligence plus occult.
Jason would know not to be a little bitch.
Would he?
I don't know, maybe not.
I think Charlotte's the one being the bitch here.
Yep.
Oh my god, my rolls are so bad. We're going to willpower that. 3 successes.
Ponders. Jason ponders for a long time. He goes quiet as he's thinking to himself, his thoughts racing to weigh and see if what Charlotte is telling him right now could possibly be truthful. He remembers when he was in the vault, underneath the Jamestown Anthropology Museum, there was a gateway into the Shadowlands in there. He saw it on one wall. There were tools used to perform rituals of that nature. This could possibly be true.
Yeah, and they were feeding on the power coming through that. I need a reminder again. Why were we taking down these wards?
Because you were told by...
We haven't really talked about it since we started.
I know, it's been a while. So you found in William Vedder's diary, it said that the wards were what binds the herald here, and that he is what powers the cult, and that the cult is able to draw on his strength.
And our main mission was to destroy the cult. So, yeah, what you were saying before holds up. She drunk up there?
No, there's one of the cats was a dick.
Okay.
All right. So, be that as it may, there's this power that is being drawn from the other side that cannot be allowed to continue. It is just feeding this cult. You don't work for the cult, do you?
No, but they can be dealt with easily enough. This problem of releasing thousands of specters.
Can they be dealt with easy enough? Because it's growing out of control. What have you been doing about this?
Studying and learning from the ward, avoiding the mistakes that Oswin made.
You've inherited this?
Discovered. Oswin was captured, and I found it necessary to search his notes.
Were you there when Oswin was captured?
Yes, I was there when the SI attacked.
And you helped set these wards?
No. I am flattered, but nowhere near old enough. Antonius is a Methuselah, eldest of our kind. His awakening is devastating. The fact that he's been able to sustain himself just with these wards and on the backs of specters.
That's why it needs to stop. If you don't do anything, continue to just sit around studying these wars. We need to do something. These chains are going to break, and it's going to be all over you.
The car slows to a halt, stops, and Charlotte says,
I've heard enough. Goodbye.
The screen turns off.
So you're not going to help? Okay.
And folds up. A few moments pass. Jason sees the figure of the chauffeur step around very delicately and slowly opens the door. Jason finds that he is out front of Edward's mansion.
Okay. Then whatever plans we had to meet somewhere is where I'll make my way. So where were these limos going to come from?
Edward's.
Okay.
They're all his.
So
Just hitch a ride.
Yeah. So I got there just in time for them to depart. And I'll take one of them. I'll be driving this one. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Very, very good. Hankinson steps away, clearly pleased to have Jason out of his hair. Jason drives across town to the Giga Caverns.
Don't need Tremere wasting any more of my time.
Yeah, seriously, what the fuck was that?
You'll find out.
Yeah, I'm a little bit more worried now. Just saying.
Yeah.
The Tremere baby back bitches.
Yeah, but they might actually know something.
They know shit.
No, she doesn't know anything.
I hope you guys are right. Because otherwise... No, I'm not going to say it. I might have interpreted that a little differently than you guys did.
As Jason sets out in the limousine, we cut back to Tomaso and the rest of the coterie. Tomaso is rushing in, rousing for toughness, muscles growing larger, rage filling his face as he jumps in to a crowd of 6 SI agents. What are you doing?
I am going to pick the closest one. I'm going to pick the one that's closest to me up by the neck, and I am going to try to yeet him into the cavern ceiling.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Thought you'd like that.
Yeah.
If I succeed, I will say it.
Okay. That's 100% going to be strength plus brawl.
Yeah, I think.
As Tomaso is doing this, we should have clear visions and Gordon thinking about what they're about to do next.
No thoughts, just bird.
No thoughts, just bird.
Are you going to resummon a new bird?
No thoughts,
It's gonna be kind of hard to do right now. He might summon a bat by accident.
Really, what I want you to do is I want you to resummon a bird, and all you have to do is say that Teresa's like a phoenix, and she just leaves behind an egg, and you pick it up, and it hatches in your hands.
Except like the egg is a grenade, and
He throws it in, and it takes care of 4 of the SI agents.
and then I also get my flaming ammunition specialty because it's like a phoenix grenade.
Fuck.
It's called the Egg of Spite.
This is my magical artifact.
Oh, spiteful hand grenade of Kingsport.
I'm gonna willpower that.
That
You
does
do
seem
that.
reasonable.
Hey, Russell,
Hey, what?
are you jealous of all the willpower that's going on?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see. How many you got over there?
None.
Oh.
All right, that is 3 successes.
3 successes. Are you willing to succeed at the cost?
Yes.
Tomaso can do this. He's got the strength and power to do it, but he's going to have to let his guard down. He knows he's going to take some shots from this. 1 or 2 might be able to recover in time to deal some damage to him. You describe how this looks.
All right, sure. So Tomaso dives in, grabs the guy by the throat, realizes that he's got to go full extension on his body to throw him up. His hope is that the guy bounces off the ceiling, comes down hard, and lands on a couple of the other ones. Hopefully they're going to be too dumb to actually move, and they're just going to draw on him and stay in place. So picks the one up, goes full extension, yells out, 4, and throws him up into the ceiling.
Tomaso launches the man up into the air. He hears a soft crunching sound as his spine and neck get acquainted with the roof of this cavern. There's a shriek, there's a scream of simultaneously of terror and outrage and horror, and then his stomach lurches as he starts to fall back to earth. One of the SI agents fails to get out of the way. The body lands on top of him, carries him to the floor too. Tommy sees his rifle go sliding away. The 4 other SI agents in this crew all of a sudden see Tommy in their midst. You see that they begin to turn on the flashlights mounted on the front of their guns. They're at point blank range. They have him surrounded. They're going to have a horribly hard time shooting at him right now. I need somebody to roll 5 dice for me.
Because as good as I've been rolling tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got no successes.
Are you serious?
Completely. 4 5s and 1 4.
He's not
You
lying.
are fucking kidding me. The 4 other SI agents are so shocked by what Tomaso has done right now. You see them raise their rifles, flashlights full burst into his face, blinding him a little bit, and every single one, he hears 4 trigger clicks go off. Nothing fires.
They forgot to take their safeties off.
All 4.
I need somebody to roll another 5 dice for me.
Dibs.
Do that again.
No. I don't want Russell to do that again.
I got you.
Are you? Get disadvantage twice, please.
No,
Some-
that could
some of
roll at
those dice-
advantage.
What? What? Boo!
Yeah, because you would just throw your dice on the floor otherwise.
I'm sorry, that's 3 successes.
3 successes.
Why are you saying sorry to him?
Tommy hears in the distance shots being fired at the Putinesca gang and hears Guillermo say, "Ha! Fucking missed me, bitch!" We're at the top of the round. What are we doing?
All right, so his plan this time is to grab another one and just swing him into the guy next to him.
Okay.
I'm basically using these guys like bowling pins.
Nice. Give me that roll of strength plus brawl.
You got it. Much better. That is 5 successes.
5 successes. Damn. Okay. I'm going to roll my own fucking dice this time. Damn it. Tomaso reaches out, leans down, grabs one man by the ankles, swings him back over his shoulder, and just lashes out. Uses the man's head like a baseball bat, clocks another one over the head as the remaining 2 agents are both trying to clear stoppages on their rifles right now. You can see them fumbling along with the charging handle on the side, trying to desperately to get their weapons to work again. Clear visions and Gordon?
Yeah, I'm actively trying to block whatever they're doing. That is the maneuver that I'm taking. I just roll opposed to them, and if I win, then they don't do it.
Go ahead and give me your dice roll.
I only got 3.
3.
Okay.
Clear visions thinks he's a really good shot. That doesn't play itself out in this reality. Luckily, what Tomaso has done, the fact that the guards critically failed, means that they're not going to be able to do anything this round. Gordon?
You gonna willpower that?
I wish I could.
So are you at 0 willpower?
Yes.
Okay, good to know because you're impaired then.
Yeah. So that's 2 successes.
2 successes.
Yeah, not good.
Mm-hmm.
Gordon is stressed out and frustrated, and even though darkness is his home, he draws back and fires, and it goes wide.
Just don't trank yourself, please.
Jason's limousine arrives about this time. Jason pulls off the interstate and into the large parking lot that marks the front of the Kingsport Giga Cavern. He can see that the road continues onward past a guarded barricade where 2 men stand and are surrounded by a group of 8 brawling college-aged men and women who Jason recognizes from when they visited Oxford College. This was part of Bastion's group.
I called in the remainder. I woke Bastion up, figured out how to find them, fed him a little, and then I called them in. And was like, we need a distraction out front, please. And they were like, sure, boss. No problem.
All right. Tommy brought friends. Nice. I'm just going to drive on by these guys. They look distracted, right?
They're pretty distracted. Jason is able to kind of lay on the horn a little bit and get the crowd to disperse long enough for him to slide his limousine on through.
What a scene.
Coming in, guys. Don't mind me.
It's one of those things like if you're carrying a clipboard, everyone assumes you're supposed to be wherever you are. If you're driving a limousine, you're supposed to be wherever you are right now.
Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly.
The crowd parts. Jason finds himself driving downhill into the depths of the Giga Cavern. Very, very quickly, all of the light runs out, and the only way he can see the road in front of him is with the limousine's headlights. He can hear and see flashes of gunfire coming from the route to his left. I'm assuming he would want to go in that direction.
He turns the other way.
Nope.
Yes, but I want to back in that way.
Okay. It's going to take him a little while longer to do that.
Yeah.
But Jason swings his limousine around into a circle and begins to back down the hill. He sees a long, winding hill that spirals around the edge of the cavern, starts to back down it. He sees a large banner in the light from the headlights of the car. He can see a large Vortex Industries banner.
What the fuck?
He can see 2 buildings, one that looks like a small aluminum outbuilding and another that looks like an aircraft hangar. He can see 2 groups in a gunfight right now, fighting like madmen, and he's just backing down the hill.
Nice and slow.
Are there a group of these enemies that are away from the allies?
No, they're all getting fucked up right now. So this is our 3rd and final round of combat.
How's Tommy feel about catching a car?
That's going to be an interesting one.
How close would you say Gordon is to the SI agents?
Close enough to do what he wants to them.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The answer I should never give, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Tomaso is engaged in melee combat right now.
There's 2 of them still standing.
2 of them still standing.
Okay.
There's only 2 enemies up?
No.
Left?
Two with me.
Okay.
There's a whole other group of 6 that are currently engaged with my Putanesca Kindred that came along with me.
Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll this to see how they're doing.
Okay. Oh no.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
That's a crit.
Yeah.
That's a crit. That's a crit, baby. Tomaso listens in the distance. As he finishes smacking 2 of the guards together, he hears something that makes his blood run even colder. He sees lights flash off of a flamethrower. He hears the whoosh of flame, and he hears Guillermo in the distance say, "Hey, you fucking bitch! That's how you're gonna fight with me?"
So, staying in melee combat, I'm now going to pick one of the 2 up that's left and throw him in the direction where the flamethrower is coming from.
Does that count as a ranged attack?
No.
Okay. Perfect. That's what I wanted to hear. So he sees Tommy pick this guy up, and he's going to start heading towards the flamethrower dude, waiting for the guy that he picks up to hit that guy so that he can come up behind it and do Touch of Oblivion. So it'll be a melee, but I'm specifically waiting until he throws the guy that he's going to throw.
Okay, you do have to
close
rouse to activate
Yes, I know.
one of those disciplines. And I don't
Touch
know.
of Oblivion is...
It's just a single. Oh, because you're going to do it, you're going to get close enough.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to get close enough. Yeah.
Very well. Okay, clear visions.
Same thing.
I want to shoot the tank of the flamethrower.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so compose your firearms.
Yeah, I want it to explode.
You do realize Guillermo's over there, right?
I don't give a fuck. I like fire more than I like Guillermo.
And by this point, all of you notice headlights from a limousine backing down. You can see them kind of just in the periphery of your vision. You see at least a pair of headlights backing down. You have no idea that it's Jason or anything like that.
Looks like our ride, guys.
Oh god, they're calling in backup. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
See my hand out the window.
He's waving them down. Fire!
So let's go with Tomaso first. That is going to be Strength plus Brawl for the third time in this combat. Gordon, I need you to make a melee attack, also Strength Brawl, and compose your firearms from clear visions.
All right, 4 successes.
Tomaso picks up one of the guards just as he manages to finish clearing his weapon, draws him back, and he's going to try to launch him in front of the flamethrower.
Not in front of the flamethrower. I'm throwing him into the guy using
into the guy.
Into the guy using the flamethrower. That's pretty hard to do.
Yeah.
Tomaso gets really, really close. He hears a crash as the man falls to the ground. He sees his rifle skitter off to the side. That is not enough to get him over to there. But
I tried.
this guy who just got launched into the air, his face is all scraped up with gravel. He looks pretty fucked up now, and his rifle is gone off in the distance, and he's going to be scrambling around in the dark to find it.
I wish I had a chance to turn to the last guy and go, boo!
Next bit of ranged combat. We got clear visions blowing up, attempting to blow up Mr. Flamethrower.
It's not letting you get.
I did use a point of willpower to reroll, and I got 5 successes.
A single shot rings out from clear visions and his massive fancy boy revolver. We get bullet time. A man gets thrown in front of it.
Curves around.
We see the rifled round twist through the air, and we hear as it pierces the tank of the flamethrower.
Clear Visions looks away, holds his revolver up, and blows the smoke out.
And then immediately rolls for 5.
As Clear Visions blows the smoke out, there's a whoosh as a burst of fire explodes out from the flamethrower tank. The man wearing it is immediately incinerated. The people around him, I'm going to have to make a roll for. I need 2 people to roll 4 dice for me.
All right, I'll do it.
One of you is rolling for Guillermo and his crew, and one of you is rolling for the SI. Decide which one.
SI. 1 success.
I can't take all these conflicting emotions. They've done so great and then so terrible. I've flipped around so many times.
No.
Can I willpower it? I'm willing to sacrifice my willpower to try one more time.
I will let Tomaso make a sacrifice to save one of them.
It'll be Guillermo, obviously.
Obviously unnamed NPC number 3.
Sacrifice Guillermo to save his counterpart.
The coterie watches as the flamethrower explodes. All but one of the SI agents is immediately lit on fire, their clothes and uniforms burning to them. You can see their hair being singed and their skin slowly burning and blackening. They run around terrified because they're on goddamn fire right now. They run off into the distance and we see smoldering corpses slowly fall to the dirt.
Looks like they're blasting off again.
Take a point of super aggravated willpower damage.
More than 1, damn it. For once, he's got to be punished for using this fire.
I'd back into one of them.
Hey, move out of the way.
I got one.
He's like, stop, drop, and roll under the
I'm driving here. Guillermo and his gang fighting bravely, winning even.
Yeah, they were winning.
As the
They were.
flamethrower
Yes,
explodes outward, we see suddenly all 4 of them are caught in the blast.
Tomaso realized what was happening as soon as he heard the shot go off. and he runs in and tackles Guillermo to the ground and gets in front of the blast just in time. And this is going to bring in my Defy Bane power, which I've never gotten to use.
Ooh. Tomaso sees what Clear Visions did. He's used to his hijinks. He knows what's coming next. As the gas leaks out of the flamethrower and begins to ignite, Tomaso is able to think quickly enough to rush in.
Have to roll wits plus survival to do this reflexively.
Okay.
So
we got to see that happen.
Yeah, we got to see that happen. So.
Okay.
And I only have 3 in this, so that's going to be interesting. So what's 4, 5, 6 successes.
Tomaso rushes in faster than the explosion itself. Guillermo is safe. Tomaso can feel himself take the damage and the burns that Guillermo would have taken.
So I've got 5 in my fortitude. So I could convert 5 aggravated damage to superficial when I sustain it. Then, because I already have toughness roused, I can subtract 5 from all superficial damage sustained.
To a minimum of 1.
To a minimum of 1. So I can take 1 superficial from this. With both converting the fire damage into superficial and then having toughness roused with my fortitude rating at 5, I can reduce it down to 1 superficial.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I just hadn't gotten to use it when actually getting lit on fire since I picked it up. Because I picked it up almost exactly after the last time I got lit on fire.
Oh my God.
I've been saving it for quite a while.
Well, it hasn't been that long since you were last set on fire.
No, literally. The only time I actually got set on fire was down when we first met Suzanne. Ever since then, I've frenzied, but I haven't been set on fire.
I do need Tomaso to roll against Frenzy.
All right.
And I don't think the rest of the coterie, they can see it. It's a bonfire. This is one of those.
Yeah, in fairness, you're over by the other group. You just ripped that guy out. You shot at range. You're in the car, so.
Yeah, the fact that a frenzy can be provoked by a bonfire, that does mean that I want a frenzy roll from Gordon and Clear Visions.
What is that again?
We should know this.
That is your unspent willpower plus
that's
1/3 of your humanity rounded down.
That's the reason I frenzied. Because
that's 1 die, right?
Before
2, you got 2.
You got 2. You can succeed.
Rounded down. That's
no,
1.
rounded down. That's 1.
Which means you can't even succeed.
In which case, I'm going to ride the frenzy.
A vampire can choose to ride the wave, intentionally succumbing. This follows the usual frenzy rule, but the storyteller lets the player act out the frenzy themselves.
Yeah. When we were fighting with the gargoyle, I chose to ride the wave intentionally to squeeze through the cage and try to diablerize the ward.
That's right. Okay. So Gordon cannot succeed on this frenzy test.
Yeah, no.
As Tomaso tackles Guillermo to the ground and the flames dissipate, I need every member of the coterie to give me a roll against frenzy. As the fire explodes outward, they remember they've had to roll against fire frenzy 4 or 5 times in this chronicle by now.
I'm safe in the car, right?
Yep. Jason sees the explosion.
Flips the blinds down.
So Gordon actually embraces the terror frenzy from the fire and runs sprinting and grabbing a guy as he runs away from the fire by the throat, dragging him into the darkness to do who knows what.
Okay, so Gordon fails the terror frenzy check.
He rides the wave. He embraces the frenzy.
He rides the wave.
You still fail.
You still fail.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
But it's either Mike takes control or you ride it so you can figure out
if you want to.
We're also not quite done with this yet.
Yes, I know.
Clear Visions?
Clear Visions.
Why this was a bad idea.
Fails.
Oh, good. Finally.
For the first time. Ooh, fire scary.
Yeah.
Tomaso?
Because Tomaso also fails. Thank you.
Are you serious?
Yes. I got 0 successes.
I got 1, bitch.
So I'm basically going to grab Guillermo and I'm just going to start dragging him along the ground while I run away.
The beast takes over all 3 of our members of our coterie. We thought that they were vaccinated against fire frenzy, but at this point, they are clearly not.
Where's everybody going?
Ah, good question.
Clear terror frenzy.
Like I've never ran from a fire.
You were hustling that one time.
Hey, you know what? All that means you can go walk in and kill the ward and walk out.
Yeah, this is maybe your thing.
All the guys are dead now, right?
Luckily, the terror frenzy ends when the vampire can no longer perceive any danger. So we have another glorious moment where you all get the fucking terrified cat at 3:00 in the morning zoomies, and you run just chaotically around with Gordon dragging a guy by the neck. Tomaso has Guillermo by the jacket. Hey, what's going on? Put me down. And then Clear Visions has darted off into the distance and is hiding underneath the limousine.
Gun in the air.
Gun in the air.
Jason gets out of the car to survey the surroundings.
He knows, he saw the explosion and everyone darting off in the distance. He's familiar enough with how this coterie behaves. He knows what happened.
That tracks. But everyone is dead now, right? Oh,
well, one of them was alive, but I think Gordon has him by the neck.
Yeah, he does.
Good work, guys. I'll proceed on towards the ward.
Well, we don't know where it is yet.
All right, well, what else do I see?
It's very dark in here. There is literally the only light that Jason can see after that explosion ends is the light that's coming off the flashlights mounted on the guards' rifles.
So I'll pick up one of those. Look around.
He's got a flashlight. He's shining it around. He sees rough-hewn rock. He sees that this area has clearly been mined. There's tire tracks. And he can also see that at the center of it, there's a large corrugated aluminum hangar. There's a large corrugated aluminum building. Looks very much like an old-timey aircraft hangar. Curved roof over top of it, a structure that's very cheap and fast to build. He can see that the coterie has been fighting at the front of it. There's bodies scattered everywhere, many of them with horrific injuries after Tomaso literally pulverized their skulls with his bare hands, or still burning after they just got blown up. I guess there's some light from that too. The corpses burning to light the area. Clear Visions is hiding. All of you are hiding away. You guys tell me what you're doing.
Is this hangar all closed up right now?
It's closed up. All the doors are closed.
I think it ends up with, unless Guillermo failed too.
Oh, yeah, we need to roll Frenzy for all of those.
He's got really high humanity. He's going to be okay.
I think the other ones are gone.
They're dead.
Yeah.
Everyone else is dead.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I wiped the board.
I will make it a point to go well around the burning bodies as I make my way towards the hangar.
They're embers now.
Through the bodies.
Guillermo is fine. He's just his whole time like, Tomaso, you got to put me down, man.
No, I think once I get like into like a safe corner, he's literally like keeping me from running out of the corner and being like, "Can you just like calm down? This is really freaky for me.
Pull yourself together, man." And he's like snapping. He's like slapping you, like, Tomaso, you were here.
His hand shatters.
Actually, I mean,
that really hurt, Tommy. You got to stop. You got to calm down for a second.
I mean, that's kind of up to you, Mike, whether you want to razz or shatter.
No,
or
I'm not. He doesn't slap you hard enough to fucking shatter.
Okay.
I want to keep playing the game.
I know, I'm just messing with you. All right, so how long until we calm down?
The end of the scene. The scene ended with the running in terror.
The running and the smoldering.
Yeah. I think the scene has concluded.
All right. Okay.
I'm going to try the door.
Okay, listen.
Let's regroup. Like, what do you guys?
Yes.
I'd like to get the coterie
approach the door.
page.
No, so after Tomaso calms down, he pulls Guillermo close and he says, "All right, we're going to deal with our loss just then soon. Right now, we need to get done what we're here to do and get the fuck out of here. You got me?" Sorry about that. Jesus.
Guillermo says, "Yeah, sure thing, boss."
All right, we start heading back over.
Clear Visions crawls like a crab from under the vehicle. Gun in the air. Switches hands. Holding it with his left hand.
I point the flashlight at each one of them. You guys good?
I don't want to talk about it.
Never better.
Gordon's just in some dark corner wrapped in darkness.
I just call out into the darkness.
Yeah.
Gordon, you all right?
He's
It's Lord. I'm doing the call of Gordon.
Yeah, he's super edgelordy. You actually see him hanging from his feet.
No, I was going to say you walk out still holding the mic. You can put that down now.
Yeah, no, he's been just gnawing on this neck covered in darkness this entire time. I don't.
You got some esophagus in your teeth.
Yeah, like
leave it.
He is literally. I don't think you guys
open your mouth. Open your mouth.
Literally going to ride this wave, and you'll have to physically like pull him off the body because he is attached to his body, just gnawing on it.
Kid, Kid, did you see which way he went?
I saw him disappear into the darkness the way he does.
Okay, but which way did he go?
No idea.
That way?
All right. And so Tomaso's going to head off to try to find him.
Does my flashlight light anything up?
It
Or
wouldn't break through Gordon's shadows, I don't think.
yeah, I was going to say probably not.
Yeah, so like
I'm just hoping that I eventually bump into him, basically.
Yeah, so he's probably in that
Yeah.
shadow here that my light is on.
yeah, that's probably gonna be the best way to find the area where the shadows are the darkest, and that's probably where
Then
he is.
Put out a kick.
Yeah.
The spot that isn't lit up by the flashlight.
All right, enough. Get off. Enough. Get off. Jesus. Come on. We got stuff to do. Quit with your chew toy.
Fine.
You think you guys got them all?
At least all the ones that are right here. We need to move quickly in case there's more.
I got them all.
Shut up.
Say my name. Clear Vision's got them all.
No.
Say
No,
it.
I'm dealing with you later.
Gordon walks over to the door and just tries the door. Is it locked?
Okay, so are you guys proceeding into the hangar now? Is
Yes.
that-
Yes.
Okay. You walk across the gravel that covers the floor of the Giga Cavern. You approach the aircraft hangar. You can see that at the front of it there's a large sliding door on rails. You reach out, you grab it, you start to pull, you hear a clink. It's chained shut.
Is there a lock on it?
There's a lock, yeah.
I'm gonna attempt to pick the lock.
I should have clarified.
Yeah, the door is chained shut, even if you pick the lock.
It's chained shut on the inside.
Oh, on the inside. Oh,
You can hear a clink of chains from the other side.
I got
Is
this.
this the only
No,
door?
no,
Any-
you don't. Stand back.
Is this the only door? Are
There's a
there
door
any
on another
windows
side.
or anything?
Let's go to the back
There are
door.
not windows.
Can we see?
Gordon's done with this shit. He's going to go hop in the limousine and drive it through the door.
Okay.
You could let me try to rip it off first, Guillermo will help me.
Yeah.
Gordon does exactly what I say. He's done with this bullshit. He hops in the car and barrels into the door.
Tomaso, give me a roll of strength plus athletics. Gordon, give me a roll of dexterity plus drive.
All right, if Guillermo's helping me.
Also, before you do that, I need a roll of your intelligence plus technology.
yeah, exactly. You're driving. So would I get any extra dice from Guillermo helping me?
Yeah, add 2 dice to your pool.
Okay, strength athletics.
Strength athletics.
One success.
1 success. Gordon walks over to the limousine, puts the key in the slot. This doesn't have a key. This is push button start. Push button start and harkens back to so long ago. The car ignition where he places his finger just sprays out a bunch of sparks at Gordon.
Is it a gear shift or is it an electronic shifter?
It's an electronic shift. This is a very nice new limousine. This is Edward's limousine. Edward wouldn't have any of that manual shit.
All right, 6 successes. I
6
succeeded on
successes.
every die.
Damn. As Gordon is trying to start the limousine and fighting his bane, he hears the ripping and grinding and tearing of metal as together Tomaso and Guillermo rip the door off the side of the hangar.
And I think with that, instead of throwing it to the side, we throw it into the hangar.
There's a screech and a scrape of metal as this crumpled corrugated aluminum door slides along the concrete. You look in.
After you, tough guy.
Okay, well, thank you.
Nice.
You look in and you see more of a black room. You see this is just as dark as the caverns, but none of the light that's coming off of the headlights or the fires of the flashlights penetrates in. But you do see that someone has had the time to crack and break open chemical light sticks and slide them out.
There's more of them in here.
You can see just a little bit of light being...
Oh, we see them actually rolling out right now.
No, they've clearly been out for a little bit.
Okay.
Someone placed them already.
I'm going to enhance my vision
Good plan.
so that I can see in here.
Okay. Are you shining your flashlight inside?
Yes.
Jason shines his flashlight inside. Tomaso, as the door finishes screeching, are you doing anything?
Not yet. I said after you, tough guy, for a reason.
Gordon?
So sorry. I knew you were going to do that.
He's throwing a flashbang.
Yeah, watch me get my eyes melted out.
Yeah. I'm throwing a flashbang in the room, and he's going to throw it in, look away, wait for it to detonate, then look back in, and he's just going to go in with his guns blazing.
Okay.
Shoot anything that he sees in there.
I definitely want to roll to make sure I can see that flashbang before it goes off.
Yeah, how much time do we have since he's like
you're already
far away from
He's
us?
pretty far away, so that's going to happen well after everyone else does everything. Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out like when he's like, oh, I got my grenade. And I'm going to be like, okay, well, I'm going to put my sunglasses on.
Right. So I want a wits and awareness roll from these 3 members of the coterie.
All right.
Who would have the most die in that?
I think it might be me because I've got instincts too. So if you give me that, I have 7.
I would maybe give you instincts on this.
I feel like I would know that would be something that Gordon would do at this point. So he likes to chuck grenades all over the place.
Well,
Fair.
Gordon's also very frustrated at this moment.
I understand that.
Like,
but
super frustrated.
Hey, guess what? I am too. A bunch of my boys just got killed for no fucking reason.
All right, so someone give me that roll.
I have 10 dice, so
10 in that?
yeah, I roused, and I already have 8.
Oh, what
Yeah,
the fuck?
Eat my undead dick.
Now,
If you rouse, isn't it 3? So you
2.
have 11. I thought it was 2 at blood potency 1.
yeah, you've got
3
you're at 2, right?
No, it's I can roll 2 dice, and I take the better result for my rouse check.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to take half. 5.
5. Clear Visions looks in, and the first thing that stands out to him, it's fairly unremarkable on much of it. He sees that one of the walls, he can make out what looks to his television-trained eyes like a bunch of the boxes that you would find underneath of a expensive computer place. He's not sure what they are, but they probably do some kind of like internet technology thing. Sees a lot of them though, and they've got a bunch of wires and cables going to them. There's that. He sees a concrete floor. He notices along it blood streaks, fresh blood streaks. He sees a series of doors along the right-hand side across from where all the server boxes are. He sees an assortment of 3 doors, all of them pulled most of the way closed, but not quite yet. And he can see that peeking out of one of them, that looks like the barrel of a gun.
So you're going to flashbang this room for no reason.
Gordon, I need you to give me your roll of dexterity plus athletics.
Please fail this.
You really want me to fail this?
I want you to flashbang yourself.
It would flashbang you guys too.
We're inside.
There.
I do get hungrier.
Not great.
That's 3 successes.
3 successes. Throwing a flashbang into an open room is not actually that hard.
Damn it.
3 is the right number for that. You've failed when you've gotten 2. 3 is a success. Everyone rolls well enough that they hear the flashbang land on the concrete and begin to roll across. All of you are able to avert your eyes before it goes off. As the light clears, Clear Vision notices the barrel of the gun that was peeking out from before. It's gone.
Okay, we got computer boxes. And on this side, we got doors. And that one had a gun sticking out of it.
Oh, so you thought to mention that last, and Tommy starts heading in that direction.
Immediately going towards the door.
Yeah. The gun's not there right now, so I'll have to see it come
The door's
out
made
and
of
shoot.
wood.
I should describe that better. You see aluminum sliding doors along the right side. You can see that they have a handle on the front of it that is probably turned to open and close it. Otherwise, they can be secured shut by turning that handle. There's 3 of them. They look to be fairly small rooms. They look like something that wouldn't even be big enough to be a bedroom. You're not sure that someone could lay down in them.
Yeah, so I'm headed for the one that he pointed at that had the gun coming out of it.
Okay. How are you opening this up?
The same thing I did last time.
Gonna rip it off?
I'm behind him with the rifle drawn, ready to shoot anyone.
All right, cool.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to make Guillermo help me this time. I think I'm going to have him stay back and be ready.
Okay. I need Tomaso to give me his strength plus athletics. I need Jason to give me wits plus awareness.
I'm going to rouse. I do get hungrier.
You get to roll twice.
Hmm?
You get to roll twice.
I do not get hungrier.
Nice.
And that adds 2 or 3.
Well, it doesn't matter because I completely failed. No successes.
I'm going to take that definition of failure pretty far.
Okay, that's fine.
Are those on hunger dice?
I mean,
You should have had hunger dice in the pool. Did you roll a 0 on any of your hunger dice?
no,
But
I didn't roll a 1.
That is a messy critical with 8 successes.
Whoa.
Holy shit. I am really not sure what to do with that.
Yeah, that's
You
weird.
can really messily see how much Tommy fails.
Yeah.
You get like a booger in your eye. It's real messy.
I mean, this door was already partially open, right?
It was.
It was. It's closed now.
So
Wait, so
Was it
did the
closed?
gun just go away, or did the door?
I thought just the barrel was gone.
Yeah, that's
barrel
what I
is
thought too.
gone. Yeah.
the door's not
Door's
closed.
still
The door's
open.
still partially open.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
Wait, so how
yeah.
bad are you at opening doors?
No,
Super bad.
I think I know what he's going to go with here, and I'm fine with it. Go ahead.
I need someone to roll 10 dice for me.
I would love to.
Jesus
Yeah, because
Christ.
Josh is determined to kill me somehow.
Oh no, I just like rolling dice. 1, 2, 3.
Get all the other ones out of the way. Yep.
That's 3.
Are you serious?
Wait a minute.
3 10s.
3 10s. So
Oh.
that's 7.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Of course.
This happened last time.
So can we just like ban JT from rolling dice anymore?
I would like to ban him from using fire, but that doesn't get.
I'd like to point out, I just did a random mix of dice. Some of them were blood dice and some of them were not. All 3 of those were on blood dice.
You should have kept that for yourself.
Jason, I'm going to give you a turn because of how high you rolled. Jason hears the sound of the trigger spring of a rifle creeping back, and he knows that Tomaso is about to get his brains smeared all over the pavement in here.
I put 3 rounds through that guy's face.
He's going to try. All right, give me composure plus firearms. You are at a 2-die advantage because I'm giving you the opportunity to do this as a reaction.
It was a messy crit, right?
He had a messy crit.
Okay.
I'm not going to give him dice for that. If anything, I'll...
Penalize.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure we were all square on what was going on.
I got to come with better. Yeah, I don't have a better messy crit for that one,
Okay.
unfortunately. Actually, yeah, I do. Jason, the beast rises within you. Your hunger does increase by 1.
You had 3 now?
Well, he had 1 in the car.
No, that's just it too. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
got 2.
Yeah. All right. Just checking.
3 successes.
3 successes. Jason puts 3 rounds at the door very quickly. He doesn't hear any of them land home. He doesn't hear the sound of any of them impacting flesh, but it's enough to destabilize the person behind the gun. Still, they do manage to get their shot off. You see suddenly Tomaso. You've been hit with a lot of weapons in this game. You are always on point when the shit starts slinging, and this time, this feels like nothing else. You want to take the anti-material rifle? That was horrifying. This feels like it blew your fucking soul out of your back.
That's what she said. Damn, we got your back blown out.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Tomaso.
just to clarify before you say this,
Uh-huh.
I don't have toughness roused anymore because the last scene ended, right?
Scene ended.
Yeah, I figured. Okay. Once again, I'm taking a shot for you guys like I usually do.
In what world are you taking a shot for us?
It
You're
was
not
the gun
taking a
was
shot for us if you just walk.
the gun was out and you saw it. It was pointing at you.
There's a gun across the room. I guess I'm gonna walk into it. Maybe you shouldn't do that. I guess I'm gonna walk into it. That's what happened.
If I pulled the door off, I was going to use it to block the shot. Anyway.
I was just gonna shoot him, but it's okay.
Tomaso hears the round ring out, and he notices, holy shit, that bullet is on fire.
My man.
Lights up the room, and he sees a figure already moving, latching onto the wall, climbing up it somehow, climbing up this corrugated aluminum wall with what? But already after the round goes off, he's begun to move as the shots that Jason fired to distract him land right next to him. He sees this figure crawling away. Tommy's processing all of this when he takes a round straight through the neck. He takes 11 points of superficial damage. Sorry, I should do... Wait. 5 plus 1, so 6. Minus 3 is 3, plus 5, 8 points.
All right.
8 points of superficial damage, and he can
Okay.
feel it burning
Superficial?
within him. Superficial.
Okay. So if I try to defy Bane again
You can do that in response
in
to
response to it,
If you win that roll,
if I win the roll, yeah. Okay.
it. So you should do the user. If endangered unexpectedly, the user can activate this power reflexively with a wits plus survival roll.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Let's do it. If you succeed, you must make a rouse check. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
okay. All right. Okay.
So that's kind of nice. You don't got to
Okay.
pay for it if you don't get anything.
Exactly.
I do like that.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. So wits and survival. That is only going to be 3 die for me. 2 successes.
2 successes. The difficulty is hard-coded at 3.
So 8, you said.
8 points of superficial damage.
All right. Oh, fuck.
Jason.
I'm down.
You dead?
No, I'm in torpor. Unless, let's see.
You're not dead, but dead?
Well, I had 3 aggravated already, then the 1 superficial. So then...
Why don't you fucking heal?
Because we didn't have time!
Fucking heal.
You can always heal.
Yeah.
Thing was, I was going to use my prowess from pain if I had to.
Heal every day.
So, extra 1, 3, 4, 5.
This flaming round rips into Tomaso's throat,
Yeah, that goes 1 above my health tracker.
tearing his entire neck out. Jason, you're right next to him when this happens.
Rice. I've already acted.
Yeah?
Oh, he did. Pack it up. Let's go home.
You would. You would, too.
No, the person shot, so Clear's going to take cover.
Okay.
So I guess I'm just doing a defense for this turn.
Gordon's going to call his shot and shoot this guy that's clearly like being acrobatic and...
So Gordon's going to have to move in to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. He closes in. I need composure firearms. Gordon calmly walks in, stepping over the blood streaks along the floor, standing next to Tomaso's battered and torn body, next to Jason, who has his rifle drawn.
He's firing this with the AP ammo he got from...
Ooh, all right.
That's 4 successes.
4 successes. The man's on the move, but Gordon knows what to do about that. He leads just far enough, takes a deep breath, fires calmly. He's rewarded with the sound of his armor-piercing ammo striking body armor. He can hear the crack as a ceramic plate shatters, and he hears the groan of someone clearly hit by gunfire. How many points of damage does your pistol do? The rounds ring out. The figure slows as he's climbing along the wall right now. Seems to be stopped by it for a second and staggered. This is the top of round 2. What are we doing?
I guess I can decide what Guillermo does since I'm down.
Yeah, I guess you can.
I'm going to run up there and grab his ass.
Yeah, I think
Rip him
Guillermo's
off the
going to...
wall.
Yeah,
Alright.
I think Guillermo's going to help you with that.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot him again.
Shoot him again. Clear visions.
Don't shoot me.
Well, range attacks go first.
Okay.
I guess I'm going to shoot.
You're going to shoot?
No.
No.
Everybody else is running in, and I don't want to hit anybody. So I am going to Cloak of Shadows, silent, and just keep an eye out in case someone comes up.
Now he's not worried about hitting anybody.
This guy just blew out your neck. The
Yeah.
one who can take every amount of damage.
And
Why would I go in?
And we had 3 other guys that could have been thrown in front of us. You blew them all up.
I need Clear Visions to give me a roll of composure plus his Auspex rating.
Is this something that I would add my heightened senses to, or no?
Yes.
Okay. That's gonna be a lot. 5.
5. I'm going to send you something. I will let you play it out. Gordon, give me your roll of composure firearms. Jason, add 2 dice to your pool for strength plus brawl to pull this man off the wall.
Keep in mind, Guillermo is a brawling boy. So
Yeah.
if you need him to, he can actually help out here.
Yeah, I need his strength help.
Yeah.
I'm going to rouse. Do not get hungrier.
Nice.
You're first.
That's 4 successes.
Yeah, that's 2 successes. So,
You got your one. You should be happy about it.
yeah. Damn it. The figure pauses and gathers itself, supporting itself by one hand over its shoulder, and raises its rifle again in the other hand, supporting the strap with its elbow, levels it at Gordon. Gordon is entirely too goddamn fast for that. His shot rings out, and we see again a spray of blood and hear the cracking of a ceramic plate as his round penetrates through this man. You see his grip shift a little bit, and he starts to climb down. Jason, what was your strength plus brawl with 2 dice for Guillermo's help?
2 dice from Guillermo's help.
Yep.
That is 6 successes.
Yeah. There you go.
Guillermo crouches down up against the wall, and he says, "All right, let's fucking go."
Hell yeah.
Big, strong boys over here.
Jason rushes over,
Throw
steps
me.
onto his hand. Guillermo stands up, cheerleader launching style, and throws Jason up into the air.
Yeah!
What is Jason doing?
I am going to land with my feet planted against the wall as I grab him and just with him, I'm going to launch myself back down to the ground.
Do you have Clinging of the Insect right now?
I mean, I have it.
Okay. I didn't know. When you said feet planted against the wall, I was like, oh, he's going to do something with that.
Spider-Man.
Okay. But you're not.
No, I'm just basically doing a wall jump,
Oh, shit.
grabbing him.
Okay. Jason flips through the air, lands, grabs the man around the waist, flips him upside down, drops down onto the ground, landing on one knee. He can see now this man has been shot. He's in horrible shape. He is on death's door right now. As Jason is pulling him off the wall, he notices that he doesn't have climbing equipment. He doesn't have anything. Something supernatural was giving him the ability to hang onto that wall.
What are you?
This combat is clearly over.
You could drag him over to a certain someone and just sort
Gordon's hungry. He's going to go.
fuck you!
Why don't I just drink this guy?
No,
What?
Gordon's going to say, "Hey, let's bring him back over here, Tommy."
As Jason drags him along the floor, he sees that on the side, this man is wearing a patch. It has an giant ornate sword, what looks like a great sword with an ornate gold handle, a crucifix on both sides, and underneath of it, he can see written in Roman numerals, 14.
Do I know what this means?
Do you remember the 14th century?
Once again.
I don't know.
Slay.
Do I need to roll to see how much I know about this?
Yeah, go for it. Give me intelligence plus academics, I guess. History, religion, and society, you have a specialty in that. So I guess we can go with it. Okay.
4?
That's enough to know that the 14th century is an elite organization that's not just First Light or SI. They're part of the Society of Leopold. They are supernatural. They have access to supernatural abilities that much of the SI doesn't because of their history as an elite kindred fighting force. They were the core of the First Inquisition. The 14th century was mentioned in passing as the organization that Lucas Thorne is part of.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's Thorne, or he would have mentioned that by now.
I don't know. It's dark in here. We don't know what he looks like.
Well, yeah, that's true.
He's
This is one of those Society of Leopold guys.
Well, I mean, if he can see the patch, you should be able to get an idea of what his face looks like.
he's wearing a face mask and
I'm just trying to find out for sure.
he's wearing a balaclava. Are you peeling it off of him?
Yeah, I'm just slamming back up against the wall and peel it off.
Nope, the balaclava was his skin.
Oh, sorry.
I need you to roll strength to peel his skin off, please.
Oh,
That's what I'd do if I was still up.
Good old Ramsey Bolton.
That's one success.
It's weirdly
No.
Jason peels it off.
Old
His
Mr.
face-
Jenkins?
It looks. It
I
is
would have
an
gotten away with
elderly-
it too if it wasn't for you bushwhacking kids.
It is an elderly face, one that's lined and worn with time. He notices that underneath of his uniform, he does see a priest's collar underneath of it, but this is not Lucas Thorne.
I'm going to eat him.
Hell yeah.
Fuck this guy.
Okay, fine.
I'm so sorry. I pointed to you for him to take him to you.
Jason pulls the man's head back. He can barely stand on his feet at this point. He's been shot twice
actually,
and ripped down.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm in torpor over
I-
here.
I remember how bad of a shape he's in. Yeah, I would bring him over to Tom.
Because I was going to argue for a stain if you didn't.
So this
Oh,
is
no, that would
This
absolutely.
may not do
that
anything.
doesn't do
Yeah.
it.
Somebody has to wake
You
up.
get
No,
someone
you gotta
out of-
give vitae to it.
Yes,
Yeah.
it takes vitae to get someone out. of
Not
torpor.
like
That's a good point.
of
home
an
dog.
equal generation or lower. When we've agreed that
So-
agreed to allow the equal to.
Well,
because
I would.
that was the only
okay,
way to
I
get
would,
Gordon out
I
of
would.
torpor.
Okay, so I would think Guillermo would be willing to do that as long as he's the same generation as me.
Yeah, okay, sure, boss.
See, that's the attitude I'm talking about. Exactly right there.
I'm getting real fucking hungry though. So like, I don't think it's entirely fair that like I come in here and I get burned out and everything and like anyway, so here you go, Tommy. I hope you'll remember.
I can't order him around. I'm out. Just saying. I think he was so gung ho before. I think he would do it.
I turned to him.
You guys not know shit about how to get this guy back up here and leave Tommy on the floor like that?
I sit there and turn to him and say, "Give him some vitae, please."
Yeah, of course. I'm the only one who can take care of my family here. God, I suck at that accent. I'm the only one who can take care of my family. And you see Guillermo drag a fingernail along his wrist and press it to Tomaso's mouth. He makes a rouse check. Tomaso is still torn the fuck up. Awful, awful shape, walking around.
Don't get hungrier.
Fucking, are you walking around with 4 points of aggravated damage at this point?
I mean,
get up.
I mean, I went fully down. Like,
yeah,
I was.
Yeah, so more like 6 points of aggravated damage.
So you have, you're up and moving, but 7. You are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
heal
7.
I didn't see how many.
Yeah, I'm in really bad shape, but this is going to at least get me.
How many points did you take?
8 superficial.
8 superficial. I already had 3 aggravated and 1 superficial.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. These are Rothfoss rounds?
Yep.
Okay.
You get up. You feel horrible.
Yeah.
You feel also a huge and wonderful attachment, even better than before, to Guillermo.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. So that takes me to 0 hunger, I assume.
Why would that take you to 0?
It does not take you to 0.
It takes you to 1.
Takes me 1.
I don't know that it even takes you to 1. I think you get up at 5, and that takes you to 4.
It just gets you up, right?
Yeah, it just gets you up. So
I think you get up at 4 is what I remember.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
Is it after you're torpid? Let me verify that.
Yeah, take it down.
For some reason, I thought you got up at 5, but I don't know.
I think that it's at 5 when you take the stake out. Torpor.
Definitely wasn't staked.
If staked, so you're not staked. Okay, yeah, removing. So vampires awaken from torpor at hunger 5.
So then he would awaken at 5 with it.
He would awaken at 5.
Yeah, and immediately blood frenzy.
He doesn't. There is a smell of blood in this room, isn't there?
Yeah, he would have to roll against frenzy.
All right.
Are you going to let him frenzy? What are you doing? Let's play this out.
No, I'm going to keep him from frenzying. I grab the guy from Jason and I throw him over to Tomaso and say, "Eat up."
Can we just
shut
the door and let him do it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I caused all that confusion because I assumed I was just immediately going after the guy anyway. So
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
You shove Tomaso, kicking and screaming and snarling at this soon-to-be corpse of a man. You hear rattling against the walls as they shake, as Tomaso barrels down on this guy.
There you go, buddy. Heat up.
Yep, I am gonna.
Yeah.
You hear horrible screaming. Tomaso's bites are not soft and gentle like any other kindred.
While that's going on, during
Just
the
like a casual stroll around
yeah,
the room.
while that's going on, Gordon sees the computer equipment and he takes his pistol, walks up to it, and just starts blasting it, going, "I'm clear visions."
Good show. Good show.
And just destroying computer equipment.
As Gordon destroys each of them, he
personal.
understands he probably could have just run his hands along it to break them. But
Okay, first of all, I just want to point out, I have said that multiple times, and you said that my Bane cannot be used in that way.
oh yeah, you're right. Your Bane can't help.
I'm just saying, I have
You're right.
tried to do that.
So if you did that, I would
That's
say
when
it just works.
You just faint like you're going to use the computer.
I know.
I log into my email account.
I log into my OnlyFans.
And it starts to melt.
It's all just pictures of TV fuzz.
Yeah. Sir, it's censored out TV fuzz. Let's get this on.
It's just like the black TV fuzz, but it definitely has the dog ears and tongue.
All right, so
filter.
obviously I'm draining this guy.
A whole bunch.
Yeah, I'm draining this guy dry.
There's shaking. The shaking eventually slows and stops. You tell me how you're re-entering the scene. What are Clear Visions and Jason doing? And you take
I have a
good moment.
question.
I'm going to
Yes.
look back inside that door.
What is your... Oh, did you send it to me? I don't know how to answer that.
Well, that's what I need to know.
Next time on Monster Game Night.
While Mike thinks about his answer, let's go to our sponsors.
Because I'd be able to differentiate.
Oh, that's
between
true.
the
We
two.
never stopped to do the
Okay, got it.
thing.
You're saying you... Okay,
We never stopped to do like the mid-roll thing we were talking about.
we didn't. Oh, yeah, and we also need to do some other stuff.
So type out.
Oh, my God. That I can spell better than that. I swear to God.
You can't. No, you can't. So while you're doing that, while you two are talking, why don't you go
we
ahead
just,
and do...
we just sorted it out. That was all I needed.
It's a blissful golden metaphor.
Yeah, I think they're done. I think we can keep going.
Clear vision still just chilling. Actually, no. So it's going to take a minute for you to devour this.
Yeah,
whole
it's
dog.
going to take a little bit.
Yeah.
I was
So,
going to
like-
let you pick the moment, though.
Yeah, I just. Well, I can hear the screaming. I just want to check into the other rooms.
Okay. Clear Visions walks over and how are you opening this door? Describe your demeanor and your manner of doing it.
We still haven't figured out the bloodstream.
Yeah, were the blood streaks just going into this one room where the gun was,
They were kind of everywhere.
or like all three?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna whip it open. I'm just gonna walk up confidently and whip it out.
Clear Visions.
I'm helping with the flashlight.
Jason is holding the flashlight for Dad over the corner.
Oh no.
Okay, be careful. My eyes are very sensitive. One wrong move and these bad boys are shot.
Shine
Just
it in
shine it in his eyes.
please.
The door whips open. You can hear it crash to the side as it hits the stops on this sliding door. And inside, you see a very small, closet-sized room. You can see that there are manacles hanging from the ceilings. You can see that there's bodies in each of them. Skeletal. Bodies that have decayed very, very, very far. Except for one. In the very center, you see an elderly man. Shaved bald. A familiar face. Naked. Filthy, dirty, and grimy. He struggles to raise his head, and you see the face of Terrence Thatcher, the bus driver. Clear vision? Clear? Is that you? You came back for me.
I look right at him. I activate all, and I say, Terrence, how are you? You don't look so good.
I'm better now that you're here.
I'll walk up to him, and I'm gonna give him the embrace because this dude's an OG, and he deserves it.
Holy shit. Okay. All right.
I will be taking the rest of the scene to do this.
In the moment, Clear Visions watches as Terrence's eyes go wide for a moment. He's terrified and then immensely happy, floating away in bliss. He was clearly in horrible pain, had been tormented by the SI and questioned. And this is one of the best gifts that he could possibly have received in his own mind.
I'm gonna unhook him and like get him down, put my coat on him.
He's on bare feet. You can see him padding lightly across the floor, still kind of leaning on Clear Visions and getting used to living as a kindred. Jason and Gordon.
While he's doing that, I'm going to check the other rooms.
There's one more door to open. As soon as Jason starts to slide the door open, he sees immediately soft green light.
Bingo.
He sees a figure. He sees a tall stone form. He sees what looks like a face that's twisted and gray and worn and wrinkled, with horrible skin flaking most of the way off of it. This is the ward. He can see it's wrapped in 2 stone blocks with a stake driven through the chest. He sees the classic thin red stream of vitae emerging from seemingly nowhere, flowing into its mouth, and hanging in manacles on the wall next to it. With a stake through his chest, he sees a handsome, older man, sharp features, bright blue eyes locked open in astonishment and shock. White curly hair cascading down to his chest in ringlets. That's probably Oswin, the Tremere Primogen.
Hey, you drink that one. I'll drink this one.
I think that's a good moment to end this session. Hey everyone, we are Monster Game Night. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm Mike, your storyteller, and you have also been listening to...
I'm Russell playing Gordon.
Ben playing Tomaso.
Josh playing Clear Visions.
And Nick playing Jason. Tune in next session. We release an episode every other Monday. Also follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcatcher. We'd love to hear from you on social media. Find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Reddit at Monster Game Night. Also, please give us a rating, write a review, and tell your friends and family about the show if you enjoyed it. Word of mouth is the best way for a small independent show like ours to grow. Hope that you can come to our next
Monster Game Night.
Cool.
Ostentation is his middle name.
It's actually Edward Ostentation. What is Stewart?
What's his last name? I only created him.
Yeah.
Ostentation is a good drag king name.
Yeah, that's good. Ostentation. Yeah.
2 weeks in a row. Yep. I think we're onto something here.
Yeah, I think that should be our podcast.
Ostentation.
Oh no, just coming up with dumbass drag names.